Welcome back to Phenomenal Icons channel, where we take you through the most captivating movies, breaking down the story without spoiling the ending. Today we're diving into a thrilling mix of horror, drama, and comedy with the movie Chandramukhi. This film is a fascinating blend of superstition, psychology, and folklore, wrapped in a tale that keeps you guessing till the end. Let's begin. The story begins in a grand ancestral mansion in Tamil Nadu, India, owned by Saravanan, played by the legendary Rajinikanth. The mansion is steeped in history, with secrets buried deep within its walls. Saravanan, a psychiatrist living in the USA, returns to India at the request of his close friend, Senthilnathan, played by Prabhu. Senthil is married to Ganga, portrayed by Jyothika, and they'd just moved into this ancestral home, despite knowing about its dark past. From the moment they step into the mansion, there's an air of mystery and unease. The servants whisper about the cursed room that remains locked for decades, a room that's said to house the spirit of Chandramukhi, a legendary dancer from the royal court who met a tragic end. The villagers believe that Chandramukhi's spirit roams the mansion, waiting for the right moment to take her revenge. Saravanan, known for his logical mind and scientific approach, is skeptical of these superstitions. He insists that there's a rational explanation behind every so-called paranormal event. However, Ganga, who's initially charmed by the mansion's grandeur, becomes increasingly intrigued by the stories surrounding Chandramukhi. Her curiosity draws her closer to the forbidden room, much to the horror of the household. Alongside Saravanan and Ganga, we have Senthil's cousin Priya, played by Nayanthara, who shares a romantic subplot with Saravanan. There's also the loyal servant Murugasan, played by Vadivelu, who adds a comedic touch to the story while serving as a bridge between the modern characters and the traditional beliefs of the villagers. Each character brings a unique perspective to the unfolding drama, creating a rich tapestry of interpersonal dynamics. As the days pass, strange occurrences begin to plague the household. Mysterious sounds, unexplained sightings, and the growing influence of the mansion's dark past start to weigh heavily on everyone. Ganga, in particular, becomes more and more drawn to Chandramukhi's story. She begins to experience visions and dreams that seem eerily connected to the tragic dancer. Saravanan, ever the rationalist, dismisses these events as psychological manifestations of fear and anxiety. He's determined to prove that the so-called haunting is nothing more than a figment of the collective imagination. However, his investigations only lead to more questions than answers. The mansion's history is murky, and the line between reality and superstition starts to blur. Ganga's fascination with Chandramukhi becomes an obsession. She delves into the history of the dancer, uncovering a tale of love, betrayal, and vengeance. Chandramukhi was a courtesan who fell in love with the king, but their love was doomed from the start. When she was betrayed, her rage knew no bounds, and it is said that her spirit vowed to never rest until she had her revenge. Saravanan's investigation takes him deep into the annals of history. He consults with local historians, delves into ancient manuscripts, and pieces together the fragmented tale of Chandramukhi. The more he learns, the more he realizes that the story isn't as simple as it seems. There are layers of truth hidden beneath the folklore, and these truths are far more dangerous than any ghost. The tension between Saravanan and Ganga escalates as she becomes more entrenched in the supernatural elements. Saravanan fears that Ganga's obsession is leading her down a dark path, one from which she might not return. Meanwhile, Ganga starts to exhibit strange behavior as if she's being influenced by an unseen force. Her transformation is subtle at first, but it becomes increasingly clear that something, or someone, is taking control of her. As the story progresses, the line between supernatural and psychological elements continues to blur. Saravanan's attempts to rationalize the events are met with resistance, not just from the villagers in the household, but from the mansion itself. It's as if the house is alive, feeding off the fear and confusion of its inhabitants. One of the most intense moments occurs when Ganga, now fully under Chandramukhi's influence, confronts Saravanan. The once loving relationship between them is now fraught with tension and fear. Saravanan must use all his skills as a psychiatrist to try and save Ganga, but he's up against forces far beyond his understanding. The mansion's dark secrets are on the verge of being exposed, and the consequences could be catastrophic. With each passing day, the situation becomes more dire. The mansion's influence grows stronger, and the past begins to bleed into the present. The final pieces of the puzzle are almost in place, but there's one last truth that remains hidden, a truth that could change everything. As Sauravan closes in on the answer, the stakes couldn't be higher. Will he be able to save Ganga, or will the curse of Chandramukhi claim another victim? Chandramukhi is a masterful blend of horror, drama, and psychological intrigue, all set against the backdrop of a rich cultural history. The film explores themes of love, betrayal, and the power of belief, all while keeping the audience on the edge of their seats. It's a story that challenges our perceptions of reality and forces us to question what we believe to be true. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the world of Chandramukhi. If you're a fan of stories that blend the supernatural with the psychological, this is a film you won't want to miss. But remember, we've only scratched the surface. There's so much more to uncover, and the ending will leave you speechless. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more in-depth recaps. Let us know in the comments which movie you'd like us to cover next, and we'll see you in the next video.